What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to yet another disturbing news report. And it says that the Trump administration is ruining a historic Canada US library. So, I don't know the details of this yet, but I just gotta say, as an American, it's just ridiculous how much it seems Trump is trying to like completely destroy any of the relationship that still exists between Canada and the US. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, what? We can't even have like a nice little international library? We can't even leave that alone because it has to do with Canada? What's this about? So, today I want to check this out and learn about what the heck is going on here. So, if you don't know, what we're talking about specifically is the Haskell Free Library and Opera House, and it's located on the border of Vermont and Quebec, and it's very unique. This library has like the border running through the building, which is like, admittedly weird, logistically strange, but pretty cool. And isn't that actually kind of symbolic of like how, Canada and the United States, we collaborate and work together and we have a tight relationship and we can even have fun little libraries with borders going through them. And that's cool. Since 1904, wow, over 100 years. Both American and Canadian patrons have gone here. Um, though recent security changes have begun restricting direct access from the Canadian side. What? What? Is that what's going on here? Who's restricting what? Oh boy, so I think that's what we're talking about here. Let's take a look at the news report. Recent security changes. You love to hear it. Great.
It's not exactly the silence you'd expect at a library. This
What?
door is the newest chapter in the history of the 125-year-old building.
Why are we what are we doing? Why are we locking up? Why are we locking doors? What?
And it's just for Canadians.
Canadian visitors, anyone who doesn't want to go through an official port of entry in the United States to use the official American door, now they're going to be able to use that one.
I'm a little confused. Is anyone else a little confused here? What side is locking or changing security or so is she saying that Canadians now have the option to not have to go on the American side, or is the American side making Canadians so you can't use the American side? Or maybe they're going to explain this a little more.
The Haskell Library straddles the border. In fact, this interview is in two countries.
Office in the United States, front desk up front, customers, books in Canada.
That's
For
crazy.
decades, people in Stansted were allowed to walk around the building. But last year, after the U.S. limited access, instead of going just a few meters, you'd have to drive down the street and go through a border crossing just to get in the front door.
I think that answers my question. Are you kidding me? How freaking lame can we get? Man, that's so dumb. So it used to be that to like get to a certain part of the library or to get in, you could just like tiptoe. I think you could like kind of just like walk through the American part for like a couple feet. And now we've changed the American security protocol where Canadians, you can't just like walk through the American side. You have to like drive around the block, go through an official like border port of entry security check thing. Man, and it's like what an incredible time to do that as well. I mean, this is not the first time like in the recent times that I've seen the United States do very like aggressive, strange, like very unfriendly, things towards Canada. I'm not even talking about the threats and the annexation and the tariffs and the all that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like we're acting like Canada like really wronged us. It's literally the opposite. We did all this crazy stuff to Canada. It would make more sense if Canada was the one here locking us out and making Americans walk around the block. That would make sense. That would be like, okay, you know what? I get it. We are bad. We broke our trust and I get it. But instead, it's the most bizarre thing. It's like we're playing the victim or something. So, because I know at the border, like I've done other videos learning about the border where now we like have increased the scrutiny. Like we have to check Canadians, sometimes take your picture or check your fingerprints or bring you in for secondary questioning or search your phone. Like this is not the first time that I've heard of the US doing just weird, unfriendly things towards Canada. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's like we're the ones who started this whole thing, and like we're the ones that are so salty and mad about it now.
Year after the U.S. limited access, instead of going just a few meters, you'd have to drive down the street and go through a border crossing just to get in the front door.
So lame. So lame. Canadians must think we are so freaking lame for that. And I agree. That's so. And it's not even just about like, oh, it's rude to make Canadians have to like travel around the road and we're wasting your time. It's not even just that. It's like it's deeper than that. Like symbolic, like what the meaning is symbolically. Where like it's like a middle finger, right? To me, it's like we're giving you the middle finger. Really, like, we're gonna inconvenience you for no good reason, like. Oh.
Most of the Americans that we see coming from far, they're apologetic. They want to say they're sorry. They want to help. And sometimes you'll see a lot of anger on the Kenyan side.
As it stands.
This is me. I guess it's good to hear that there's like other Americans who see this situation and are like, I think any reasonable person, like your reaction should pretty much be like, that's really dumb. That's totally unnecessary. That's not spreading goodwill between our two countries. That's not helping anybody. This is not helping anybody, is what it boils down to. Yeah, so I guess I'm glad to hear other Americans agree with that, and Canadians are upset, and you should be.
The Kenyan side.
As it stands now, for a Canadian to get into the library, they first have to go through this door, up 3 flights of stairs, through the Opera House, which is actually up on top of the library.
What?
Down 3 more flights of stairs, and through the office before you actually get to the library and the books.
What? What? Are you wait. Are you telling me that the front door is on the American side? Is that the crux of all this? I don't know for sure. It sounds like the front door is on the American side. We're not letting Canadians use the front door? Am I understanding this correctly? you guys have to walk. You have to go back. You have to go down this crusty alley where you could get mugged. I don't know, but it's not glamorous. It's through this weird prison door, up this old stairwell where your boots are echoing through the chambers that no one's used in 30 years. At least you get to go through this nice, but it's not good. I don't know how many different ways I can say I don't like this.
And through the office before you actually get to the library and the books.
Through the office? Dude, come on.
You've got a lot of people with reduced mobility or just aging, so for
Sure.
a lot of people that has been hard. There has been a lot of people
Sure.
who have not come.
The library is a heritage building, so plans for the new entrance were in the hands of the Quebec government.
We didn't have much to say about it except paying, which is close to $600,000.
Oh my God. So they would have to construct a new entrance to the library on the Canadian side. Is that basically what that amounts to? This is so petty. Maybe that's the best word. So childish, so petty, so dumb. Like, oh my God. So for like 100 years, Canadians could like walk through the front door on the American side, if I understand correctly. And everyone was kind of like, smile and be like, yeah, that's fine. It's like the Canadians and Americans were like brothers and sisters and like, yeah, use the door. You don't got to go through the checkpoints and it's cool. Like, we're all cool here. We're all friends. And we just ruined that. That's such a cool, wholesome, friendly thing. And we just ruined it for no reason. Or worse, maybe on purpose, like for a purposeful reason to give a middle finger. I wouldn't be surprised whoever made this decision. According to this, it was like the Trump administration, basically. Like, I don't know if this ended up on Trump's desk, this decision. Like, I'm sure he would sign it if it did, but I'm sure, one of his lackeys or somebody who's following his instructions. So no matter how you cut it, it's embarrassing.
Money the library has had to fundraise because there's no provincial grants available. In the past, the library has been a flashpoint for tensions between the two countries. One those here hope can be overcome.
Yes, it's negative, but we turned it in something positive, in something that unites.
Exactly. Yes. That's nice. I agree. That's what this library is. It's supposed to be like this unifying, symbolic place. Like, I've not heard of other places in the world like this, where there's like a building split between two countries. That's really cool. That's really cool. And it literally had like a message behind it. And now it's ruined.
The official ribbon cutting is expected in June. The library hopes communities on both sides of the border come to the opening of a new door.
So man, that's so sad. So the U.S. ruined a good thing, and we have the front entrance, and we closed it off to Canadians, and now Canada has to like build its own entrance to the library if you even still want to go to this thing. And yeah, this is just so sad and so indicative of what's wrong with the U.S. and the U.S. government right now. Perfect example. But yeah, I saw this pop up, this headline, and I just I couldn't believe it. What an incredibly dumb thing for the U.S. to be doing. So I'm glad I took a look at this, learned and it is as dumb and bad as I thought. So there you go. Jeez. Oh my. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to, I don't know if anyone enjoyed hearing about this. I didn't, but, I don't know. It's good to be aware of the state of the world we're in, I guess. So if you enjoy that sentiment, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on everything going on here and in the world. And I don't know. This is such a, maybe to some people this is such a small thing, but to me it really encompasses a bigger problem that we're having. So, and if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things that I haven't seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.